Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Thursday, the 16th day of September. Today is National Play-Doh Day.
Okay.
That stuff is delicious. Just kidding.
I had friends that ate it, though.
I just love the look on your face when I said that, because you told me that when we had kids, and you were saying, I'm not even going to say who it was, but I remember even who it was.
Yeah.
You said, you used to eat that stuff. And I was like, really? It did look delicious, but I never ate any. National Cinnamon Raisin Bread Day. National Guacamole Day today.
Guacamole.
Or guacamole.
I'm not a fan. I know so many people just absolutely love it. I don't
know. National Step Family Day today. National Working Parents Day today. National Paw Paw Day today. And Mayflower Day today. All of those things happening. And it's a Thursday, so we have a Dear John letter. We're going to be talking about Grandma's China dinnerware coming up in a bit. You can chime in at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. A survey of parents shows 78% dread cleaning their kids' rooms when they move out, either off to college or to their first apartment. So when our kids moved, didn't we just say, take all your stuff with you?
Yeah.
That's pretty much
You're taking it. It's not mine.
Anything you don't want, just leave it here. We will throw it away.
We will immediately throw it away.
Remodeling this room in 15 minutes. So, to the shock of nobody, a survey found that men lie more than women. Wait a minute, what? Guys average 3 times as many lies in a day, or 1,092 times a year.
Really?
Women say they lie only twice a day.
And they're lying when they say that.
That's what they say. I don't know if I agree with that. All right, that is surveys and studies and such. Brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. Quite a colorful story here that I'm not going to read everything. After fleeing from the scene of an auto crash, a 25-year-old motorist who was married earlier in the day appeared under the influence. Oh, by the way, he caused that auto accident too, by the way. He was driving the wrong way on a street near Vero Beach, for whatever reason, going the wrong direction, and then crashed into somebody. The other driver had neck, back, and leg pain. Police reported this guy was arrested near the crash site, acting erratically, and he appeared as if he were under the influence. So then, when he got to the jail, his blood alcohol level was 0.0.
Okay.
So I'm not exactly sure. So they said, okay, we need to do a urine sample. So when they did that, he took off his pants. I'm not going to read the rest of
I was
this on
going
the
to
radio.
say, I was actually surprised if you were going to head down that road.
Did some weird stuff, we'll say that. Charged with DUI, leaving the scene of an accident and causing serious bodily injury. You can read it online if you want. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by channelsurfertv.com. Scarlett Johansson and her husband, SNL Weekend Update anchor Colin Jost, have welcomed their first baby together.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Yeah, they shared a statement online through this little page called Instagram. Have you heard of that?
I have not.
Yeah, it's you got to be somebody special to get that. Anyway, she recently was in the news quite a bit for Black Widow, a show that she was in. back in July that came out. So, it's Joe's first child. Johannesson has a 6-year-old daughter, Rose, from a previous marriage. Alyssa Milano is in the news. She's involved in a car accident like a week ago. She was riding in the front passenger seat of an SUV being driven by her uncle. He became ill from some medical issue and became unconscious, drifted into another lane, and hit another vehicle. So everybody involved is lucky to be alive. The assistance of a good Samaritan, they were able to get the vehicle stopped. And, it's that I can't even imagine. Can you imagine being in a vehicle and having the driver just pass out? Mm-mm. His status, by the way, is unknown. I hope everybody's okay. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. A Denver area park is going to be shut down. It has devolved. Wouldn't it just be evolved?
I have no idea.
Apparently,
what the rest
devolved
of this
is
sentence is
the
going to be.
backwards thing of evolved. So it is devolved into a haven for drug users, crime, and human waste. Okay. In addition to human and pet waste, an excess amount of rodents attracted to trash and needles and other drug paraphernalia have been spotted in this park in recent weeks. It's in the Denver area.
Yeah.
So,
yuck.
Yeah, they don't put that on the postcards, do they?
No, they do not.
Astronauts aboard the International Space Station filmed themselves having a pizza party. So,
isn't that cute?
Look at that. Who delivered that? I wonder.
Everybody likes a pizza party.
Bing bong.
Who delivered that?
A man in Louisiana was arrested after he claimed a Tesla hit him in the parking lot and left him injured. But video of the incident shows a little bit different story. Unbeknownst to Bates, Teslas record all the footage of their cameras. So Slidell police reviewed the Tesla video footage. It became apparent Bates was lying and staged the entire event. The incident unfolded when police responded to a call concerning a man who had been injured in an alleged hit and run. They found 47-year-old Arthur Bates Jr., who said a Tesla driver had backed the car into him in the parking lot. He was complaining of back and leg and neck injuries, resulting in an ambulance and fire truck ride. Police department released video of the scene, which had no sound, but showed Bates falling to the ground and the Tesla driver apparently checking on him before leaving the lot. So he didn't hit him. He fell to the ground behind them.
Right.
The driver of the Tesla stated that Bates intentionally jumped behind his vehicle and staged the accident. The police said Bates subsequently admitted to fabricating the entire event, is now facing one count of false swearing with the intent to cause emergency response. Mm-hmm. So, yikes.
Yeah, that's not cool,
That is
dude.
not cool
Come
at all.
on.
I don't know what he was planning on doing, but
He was going to try to get some money.
Didn't
That's
work
what he
at
was
all.
trying to do.
Yeah, that is your scoop of the day. Comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
It's time right now for
Dear John Letters.
Dear John, dear John.
All right, I got a good letter here, Heidi, and I think you're going to be able to relate to this because I remember something kind of like this happening. Maybe, I don't know. Well, we'll see here. Here we go. Dear John, my grandmother is ill. I've been there to see her recently, and I'm not expecting her to be with us much longer. That's very sad. Ever since I was a little girl, she has told me that she wants me to have her china dinnerware. I have a sister who now mentions she wants it too. I don't want to cause any problems. I don't think there's a bunch of value to anyone other than us. Not sure if my grandmother even has a will. That's the last thing I want to spend our precious time talking about. I'm hoping this won't matter for a long time, but Any ideas on what I should do? Signed, sad granddaughter. The reason I had mentioned, Heidi, when you were a kid, your grandmother told you that too.
Yes.
And you have
She had
her
a beautiful little tea set.
China
Yes.
tea set. There we go.
Yeah.
And I remember having this discussion because you
But
were...
I didn't have anybody else who was
you didn't.
wanting to take it.
But this was one of the things I remember we talked about because I said, well, let's look online and see if we could find more of that. Because you were saying, well, it's really sad that, like, you know, I've got Jenny and I've got all these other people in my family and, you know, Nikki and all these other granddaughters that might have been interested. And we were saying, well, let's go online. And do you remember when we searched? I think it was eBay. We searched and we found a bunch of that.
Yeah, it's not like it was valuable.
No, it's not super valuable and it's not...
Except for to me.
Yeah, and it wasn't hard to find. So here's the thing that I would throw out there as maybe a possible solution is see if you can find another set that's the same exact thing and then take some of the original for you and some of the original for your sister, and then you guys would each piece together other pieces of it. So then you both have some of the original, but you'd also have others. I think that would be a really simple plan. Yeah. Do you have other advice besides that? Celebrity death match or something?
Or maybe just have Grandma just, like my grandmother did, she just wrote it on the box that this is Heidi's tea set, and then there was no question. My grandmother, years from the moment I said that I liked it, she wrote it on the box immediately.
Yeah.
So.
Well, again, it says.
And I understand it's the end, and you don't want to, you know.
Ever since I was a little girl.
Over something.
So I kind of wonder if the sister knows that too. I'm assuming the sister would know that.
The sister knows that. That's kind of tacky.
Well, some sisters are like that.
Yeah.
Some brothers are like that. You know, so it could be anything. Again, I see where she's saying, I just don't want to cause a problem. And here's the thing. So many times when it's the person that's going, I just don't want to cause a problem, you're the ones that get stepped on.
Yep, for sure.
So I remember my great uncle, my middle name, Edward, I was named after my uncle George. His middle name was Edward. And when I was a little boy, he had this big Cadillac car. And I remember when I was riding with him one day, he said, I want you to have this car. And I remember thinking that is the last thing in the world I wanted at the time. I'm like, I really don't need a big old Cadillac car. But when he passed away, I did not get the car. And I didn't say that I wanted the car. But I remember him saying that to me. And my dad was kind of upset because the person who ended up getting that car, they got it and sold it, you know. And he's like, well, he wanted it to stay in the family. I didn't care. So again, it was like, nah, not a big deal to me at all. But I think it sounds to me like, I don't, hopefully that's not what the sister wants to do, just get it and sell it. There's not a lot of value to it anyway. But what do you say, Heidi? What is the advice? Any idea on what sad granddaughter should do?
I would say Grandma wants me to have it, and I would really like to have it just to honor her wishes. That's what I would say. If that's what your grandmother wanted, then that's what she wanted.
If you would like to chime in with your advice, you can do so on our Facebook page, facebook.com/JohnandHeidiShow. You can also submit your own Dear John letter for next week at the same place or at the bottom of the page at johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Rainbows are actually circular. We don't typically see the full circle because the rainbow is usually at the horizon, so the bottom part is blocked by Earth.
Okay.
But if
I have seen full rainbows, like the half circle.
I've actually seen where the sky was high, or the rainbow, what do you call that other thing? The sun was high enough in the sky where I saw way more than a half circle. It was like almost a full circle. So,
really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But I've never seen a full circle. But apparently that is how they typically work. That is today's fun fact. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, radiotravelgroup.com presents a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline North Korea. An even skinnier looking Kim Jong-un was the main attraction at a military parade in North Korea recently. Public health workers were marched in gas masks and hazmat suits on display of force against the COVID pandemic. Ryan Chan, a correspondent for Hong Kong's Oriental Daily News, tweeted that he has, quote, never seen Kim Jong-un in such a healthy body shape before, end quote. So here's the thing. I've seen the photos, and again, he's definitely lost some weight, but they're making it sound like he's skinny, and he's still a fairly decent-sized guy. And you got to understand, I'm a big guy too, so his suit looks very, very loose-fitting in these photos. They have showed photos that I'm looking at side by side. I think they found the worst possible picture they could when he was at his highest weight. Only thing that would have been better is if he was eating a foot-long hot dog. But I just can't even imagine how awful it would feel to know that the world is talking about, oh, the fat guy lost some weight.
Finally lost some weight.
I
Good
don't
for
know.
you.
It just seems really weird. That is today's news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Traffic safety officials say you should not drive while distracted. More specifically, you should not drive while you're talking to your friend on the phone and eating Taco Bell and holding a knife. They don't typically say all of that, but that's what they mean. And 39-year-old Omaha man was not listening when he was doing all of that stuff and then stabbed himself in the leg.
I wonder if I know who this person is.
So, grabbed some food at Taco Bell at 2 a.m. on his way to give his girlfriend some food as well. He was eating, driving, talking to a friend on a Bluetooth speaker, and looking at a knife that his friend had given him. That's when he hit a pothole and accidentally stabbed his right thigh.
Goodness.
An inch and a half into his thigh. The man then headed to a nearby medical center, waved down security officers, and asked, "Hey, where's the emergency room?" So,
like I said, I bet I know who this gentleman was.
Yeah, you used to have a guy in your neighborhood that would drive around eating an apple on a giant knife.
Yes, I did.
Does he live in Omaha now?
That's what I'm wondering. I don't know.
Could be. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Time now for your moment of duh, brought to you by BetterResultsAdvertising.com. An employee at a Waffle House outside of Atlanta tossed a man out. He was arguing with customers and served up a brutal takedown in the process. Footage went viral, by the way. Shows a man in an orange shirt arguing with a woman at the counter as another person laughs at a Waffle House in Georgia. So another person was just laughing at what was going on. Waffle House on Buford Highway was turnt, is what a caption read as it got posted onto Twitter. One woman put her hand in front of a male customer's face as they argued at the counter. A second woman joined in the squabble, telling him to just be easy, end quote. Footage shows video cuts to a man in the Waffle House being dragged out the door by his collar. And then they started punching one another. So one of the guys, 39-second clip, by the way, uncensored. Unclear exactly where the fight took place, but according to the footage, it's a Waffle House. So I don't know if they're saying they don't know which one. All I know is That is quite the bizarre story, and it is today's Moment of Duh, brought to you by BetterResultsAdvertising.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you pack out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Heidi, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right. Meadow Lake, Columbia Falls, Montana. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Meadow Lake.
That sounds lovely and tranquil. I am going to say it's a rehab center.
Oh, man.
Dang it.
It's a golf course, but it's a real tranquil golf course.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, it does. Like you nod off while you're getting ready to putt. That is how we play. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. I love stories like this, and I've read maybe 4 or 5 of them over the last few years. School faculty surprises their custodian with a car so he no longer has to walk to work.
That's very cool. I love these.
A custodian has been walking to work for quite some time, but he doesn't have to do that anymore thanks to generous faculty pooling together and helping out. Chris is the head custodian at Unity Grove in Atlanta. It's an elementary school. In a video posted to Facebook by the school, 2 people are seen leading Chris to a car, and then they put a key in his hand. Today was one of those days that makes you smile for hours, a spokesperson said for the school on Facebook. Through the generosity of our staff, we've been able to bless our head custodian, Mr. Chris, in his time of need. In the last few months, Mrs. Combs and Mrs. McDonald have orchestrated collections for funds to help him find housing and utility payments too. There is a God, Chris says, with his hands extended in the air. I never would have dreamed of something like this. This is mind-blowing to me. The school said staff did not know at the time that they happened to purchase his favorite type of car as well.
Oh.
So that is just a really, really cool thing. I've got a link to this story, by the way, if you'd like to read it. And there's a video you can see just how happy and excited he is. Wouldn't you be happy and excited too?
Of course.
And the car is one thing. Here's the other thing. To know that you have a job where you're working with awesome people who would go above and beyond like
right,
that.
and to know that they think enough of you and
Yeah.
care enough about you to do something like that, that's pretty amazing.
I mean, the car is pretty cool, but I think that it's the sentiment that is even cooler.
I agree. I think
That would be where you just go, wow, you guys, you didn't have to do this, but you did. So, again.
You like me. You really like me.
Something like that. All right, time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.